This is a longer link video by me about the border, and the title of the video is Americans Are Not Stupid. In February of 2024, some of the most extreme Republicans on immigration made a deal with the Democrats to pass an immigration bill that would have drastically reduced immigration from this country across the Mexico border, would have provided fentanyl detection, a laundry list of things that is needed in the border to save American citizens, to safeguard American citizens. And what did they actually do? They actually did the opposite. They had up to 70 people ready to co-sponsor the bill, and Donald Trump decided he didn't want that bill to pass. Why? Because he needed an issue to run on. So he didn't want to solve a problem that would have got him a stronger bill if he had been in office. He didn't want to make the country better. He wanted to make sure he won, and he needed immigration as an issue, which he's flubbed pretty much up to this point also. But it's quite interesting what his solution is. Screw the country as long as I win, right? There's some border wall B-roll here. Okay, so Americans are not stupid. The deal he made to stab a good immigration bill, not necessarily good for the economy, but good for the Republicans, good for the Democrats, good for the country on stopping undesirables from coming in, that the bill would have clearly done, would have been very, very powerful in that regard, and it would have solved a lot of problems, and it would have stopped fentanyl from coming into the country. So, Americans are not stupid. He says, oh, it was a bad bill. That wasn't a bad bill. It was a great bill for the Republicans. And Democrats, led by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, set him up for that. They knew he might try and block the bill because he wanted the issue. He didn't know how to run a campaign with the border crisis being solved. He needed that issue, and he's not a very creative person anymore, except when making up lies. So they knew he was going to have a problem with that, and they maneuvered the conservative Republicans. The conservative Republicans who care about their country wanted a strong immigration bill, and that made it worth it for them. So that was another opportunity of Harris, more Biden, but Biden and Harris outmaneuvering Donald Trump and getting him into a situation where he had to kill the border bill. Now, the border bill doesn't not only hurt the country, it doesn't hurt the country that much because months later, when it was clear it wasn't going to pass, Biden used his statutory authority, I think it came from the budget bill, to slow immigration at the border down to about 5% of what it was in the first years of his administration. Good question to ask Biden, why didn't you do that years ago? One of the reasons that you didn't want to do it is because there's a labor shortage in this country, and there's a lot of businesses that can't expand, and can't add jobs, and can't do work because of a lack of workers. Did you know that every 100,000 persons that immigrate into this country raises the GDP growth of the year by 0.1%? So if 1 million people come into the country this year, they buy furniture, they buy housing, they buy or rent housing, they buy cars, they get ready for jobs, they pump a lot of money into the economy, and that's a commercial, can't show that. They put a lot of money into the economy. An interesting young person there. Let's go back on the video here and get back on topic here. Okay, I guess we're not going to just hit the B-roll thing again. Hit search. Maybe we'll edit the video. Now we won't edit the video. This break was brought to you by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. All right, back to the issue. There was one very good reason, of course, is the economic benefit. 1 million people means 1% increase in GDP growth. And GDP growth is lagging partially because immigration has slowed down. That's one of the factors slowing down the economy, which caused the half-point interest decrease by the Federal Reserve. And that made Trump unhappy. It made Harris unhappy because to help Democrats, it would have happened in June. And it doesn't hurt Trump that much, although it does give the impression that the economy is getting better and mortgage rates are going to drop. And that could be the nail in the coffin for his campaign. So Americans are not stupid about the border. They realize that we need a strong border to stop criminals. We need a strong border to stop fentanyl. And they realize that Donald Trump, given the choice of helping the country in 2024 or winning the election for himself and doing a less effective bill after a divided election campaign, chose his own fate over the country. If you cared about the country, you supported that immigration bill. He said tank the bill, and Republicans tanked the bill. And after he's not a threat of primarying them, you're going to see that it's going to come back to haunt them. This is my September 20th Friday video. This is the video of the day. Americans are not stupid. They know what the border situation is. They know Donald Trump tanked the bill. And if he cared about his country, he wouldn't have. All Donald Trump cared about was Donald Trump. That's why he tanked the bill. And that lowers enthusiasm for MAGA people. It lowers enthusiasm of the 30% of the people who thought he won the debate. Anybody who's in favor of strong borders, wow, he's not. He puts on a good show, but he doesn't walk the walk. He doesn't talk the talk. When it came time to actually support a bill, he could have said, "I endorse that bill. I think it's a great bill, but we need to do more." He could have turned it into a plus for him and supported it and done something good for his country. So, another example: the border bill, tanking it. When Trump tanked the border bill, he voted for Donnie Trump, not the country. He took party over country. He took personal election over country. If you like this content, be the 14th subscriber, the 15th subscriber. Make my mother 1% of the subscribers. Get us past 100. I'm not going to try and monetize this. I'm just trying to make some points and show you guys that even a guy with a cell phone and a big 34-inch HD computer screen can do some B-roll and some cool-looking videos. And the B-roll and the video. Subscribe, like, notify. I'm going to try and do one every day from now to the election.